So, I watched the new One Piece live action, and it's good. Really good. Before you try to chastise me in the comments about Usopp's nose not being big enough, and yes, that was a real complaint, at least listen to what I have to say. I want this video to be for anybody, whether you've ever seen One Piece or if you're caught all the way up, I don't care. This video is just how I feel about the live action. I don't think it's a masterpiece like everyone does, but I don't think it's bad either. When I pressed play, I didn't know what to expect, but when I saw Roger would smile with the most British charm, I knew this was going to be special. Basically, all the characters are the same. Luffy's still goofy, Zoro's still a badass, Nami's still greedy, Usopp's still a coward, but I'll admit a lot more likable early on. And well, Sanji's still the same. The characters don't really change, just become more human. What I mean by this is, when Zoro got demolished by Mihawk, and I mean fucking demolished, this dude had no fucking chance, holy shit. Which in the live action, the fight with Mihawk left Zoro on death's door. Luffy actually feels somewhat responsible because he could have prevented this because he was the captain. And when Zoro was passed out, Luffy was actually reflecting on his position as captain and how he needs to manage his crew in the future. That's something that never happened in the manga. That is so uncharacteristic of Luffy in the manga, and we never really seen that from Luffy the whole series. The only time he's ever really doubted himself like that was after Marineford. I'm not gonna get into that in case you haven't gotten that far, but I really like how they added that side of him, because this isn't something that Luffy would do in the manga. Yes, it would be something he would do if he was real, with real human emotions. They created something interesting. They essentially created One Piece characters in a real setting with real human emotions and real human thoughts and hardships. I think this is why the live action works for me and so many other fans. Like, for the first time, it's not trying to get rid of what makes the characters so good, but it's not a blatant one-to-one cringy, weeby, annoying live action. They found, or at least gotten the closest to a middle ground that works for this media. Many others can't say the same. The main cast was spot on. I really liked how Uniq played Luffy. Luffy's a complex character when it comes to portraying him. Almost all other characters have tropes that make them easier to understand and play, but Luffy is a wild card when it comes to his thought process. He has a naive outlook on the world, but he's not dumb. His true goal is to be the freest person in the world. For him, that way to be that is to be the Pirate King. You need someone in the real world who not just looks like him, not just act like him, but can actually understand him. I don't know Uniq at all. I've never seen his past works, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty new, but he radiates that Luffy charm and charisma. At least he did in the live action for me. That's not something that you can act out or learn. That truly has to be you. Luffy is loved by the community, so much so that in most anime/One Piece fan rankings, Luffy's always top 3. That's not really normal for most MCs in their anime. This is why it's so important that we have a good Luffy. And honestly, I think we do. Nami, Zoro, Usopp, and Sanji were all played really well. There were some slip-ups like,
"Oh no, Nami wouldn't do that. Why isn't Zoro using his fucking third sword?"
These were mainly just nitpicks more than real complaints, but they were there. Everyone did good. It was really believable. I'm not gonna get too into the source material, but Nami in the last 2 episodes were so fucking good. She honestly killed it. I was watching the live action on Discord with a homie, and after a certain scene in Along Park, this man was trying to hold back tears. Shit hit hard. Who I thought really fucking killed it had to have been Buggy D Clown. He was played really well. At times it felt like I was watching the Joker. His fruit was well CGI'd, and he was actually scary and felt like a threat. In the live action, he is fucking scary. Like, he's actually unhinged, and I really like. I didn't really start liking Buggy until later on, and I think that's most people's consensus. I also saw a lot of complaints about the Fishman, and honestly, the Fishman didn't look bad. They actually looked a lot better than my expectation, which isn't saying a lot, but Arlong was a little goofy. He acted really good. The actor wasn't the problem. It was just the prosthetic nose. Next time, if they're gonna add him again, and like a memory or whatever, they should just get rid of the nose. In conclusion, watch this. Honestly, if you're on the fence about One Piece, and you don't want to start the anime because it's too long, you should watch a live action. It'll give you a good reference of what One Piece is, and what it's going to be in the future. I say if you really want to get into it, watch the live action. If you like it, watch the anime from episode 1. And trust me, if you want to take this journey and find the One Piece, fucking take it. It's worth it.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Give me take it much higher. So high.